light of your heart. Never forget the gate. Brace yourself. Too hard on the communication. Get at the truth. Cast away your doubt. The universe may be the light of your heart. Never forget the gate. Brace yourself. The universe may be the shape of your mind. Never forget the gate. Brace yourself. Look in the light, through the black night. The universe may be the light of your heart. Never forget the gate. Brace yourself. Too hard on the communication. Get at the truth. Cast away your doubt. The universe may be the light of your heart. Never forget the gate. Brace yourself. The universe may be the shape of your mind. Never forget the gate. Brace yourself. Look in the light, through the black night. The universe may be the light of your heart. Never forget the gate. Brace yourself. Too hard on the communication. Get at the truth. Cast away your doubt. The universe may be the light of your heart. Never forget the gate. Brace yourself. The universe may be the shape of your mind. Never forget the gate. Brace yourself.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to another Randomised Gaming stream. I'm your host for this Randomised Gaming stream, Random Gamer Riven. And in tonight's stream, I wanted to do something Japanese. And something we have briefly covered. I think I did about 25 minutes. I saw the previous video we did before. But I actually want to take a look at Eldorado's Gate Volume 1. Because Eldorado's Gate on the SEGA Dreamcast is pretty poorly covered in Western media. I did actually a while back go through searching the Japanese name, found quite a few sites to it, so learnt some interesting sort of guide sites where some of the secrets were and things. There's quite a lot to Eldorado's Gate. So for those who don't know, this is actually a really cutting-edge game, as it was an episodic title, and it was, I think it was designed to be bi-monthly, or every 2 or 3, 4 months. I think bi-monthly meant every 2 months, but I'm not sure they quite hit that deadline. And basically Capcom got a formula for producing, I mean, it gives you an idea. They were producing these games in a couple of months once they got the engine up and running. But yes, they wanted to do an episodic chapter-based content, and the game was planned to be quite a bit larger than it ended up being, although I think it's there's 7 volumes, and each volume is multiple chapters. I think it was pegged to be about 27, but I don't think it's 27 volumes. I think that was 27 chapters. So in which case, I think it's about 3 chapters a game. So we got 6, roughly. I think 1 or 2 a bit more, but just an average, assuming they do 3 each. 6, 12, 15. I think it might be 16 or 17. So I think there was probably planned to go up to 10 volumes originally. But there are basically, this is an RPG in effect. I'm just going to go through the option menu here. So we've got continue, which is of course low game. Homepage, if you want to go to the now defunct Capcom homepage, this is where you would have gone to download the DLC. We've got memory card, and I don't believe so. I've got load. So that top one I can tell is VMU something. I know the last 3 letters are load, and the last 3 letters of that one are save, because I spent enough time with Japanese that you pick up some symbols that are. So that's load and save. And we've got options here. So that's actually so that's speed. Oh, X and Y axes. That's going to be screen alignment. Not sure what that one is. That's obviously reset to default. I bet you that one's reset to default. Probably confirm A. So that one's stereo or mono. Although technically stereo mono is always a bit of a weird option on consoles, because you can only truly do stereo if the TV can properly do it. So you need a stereo TV and a stereo games console. It's probably text speed actually, but I'll leave it at default. Now, this is a really interesting title. It's a very enjoyable, basically turn-based RPG. It's never been released or translated in English. In fact, it's never been re-released outside of the original release. A lot of Capcom's Dreamcast output has largely never rematerialized outside of the core sort of Model 3, outside of the CPS 2 and CPS 3 stuff that got released on the Dreamcast. A very interesting period. This is a kind of a game that plays like it was done by the Breath of Fire team. I suspect there are probably some crossovers. But weirdly, they got... This is their only, as far as I'm aware, Capcom's, or there may have been a few others, but this is primarily their main collaboration with Yoshitaka Amano, best known for the artwork on the Square Enix games like Final Fantasy, Front Missions, and he's done quite a few other games. So he does that very, how do you describe it? Almost like thinly characters a lot of the time, so they do look with sort of heavy light and dark shadows. I'm not a big fan of his art style, I have to admit, and I think it does negatively impact the game in some points, because basically Yoshitaka, apologies, I probably mispronounced his name, did all the battle artwork. So although the game's 2D artwork's all beautifully done sprite animation, they clearly designed these games in a hurry, so the battle artwork is pretty much static images of his art. Now, each disc, as I mentioned, contains multiple chapters, so this is effectively scenario or disc 1, and it may be chapter or volume 1. It's basically volume 1. The official name is Eldorado Gate Volume 1. Incidentally, as the image on the right of the title screen shows, Eldorado Gate in this game is spelt as one word. There's not a space between the L and the Dorado, as just about everyone has incorrectly listed it on the net. Stop doing that. It directly says Eldorado. They spell it as one word in this, as they design it as their own thing. So we have to go on what Capcom did. Doesn't matter if they may have incorrectly spelled it. That's the spelling they used, Capcom Japan. And we need to respect their creative decisions, even if they may have been wrong. Or they may have intentionally done it like that. But basically the plot is... Strangely, the plot isn't very... It's nothing related. I don't think there's much related to Eldorado, the Lost City of Gold, as such. But basically, each of the characters has to... They all basically have their own trials and tribulations, and they all have to eventually unite against... I think there's basically two gods battling it out, and one of them's... The good god's been taken down, and it's up to you to defeat the bad god, so to speak. So without further ado, I will start, although it doesn't appear to have many people watching this tonight, but I wanted to showcase this because I think a lot of people will probably watch it in retro perspective, because I know not many people have actually covered this. Now, I'm going to be honest, I've never, although I played this and I've really enjoyed this, I've never actually sat down long enough with it to finish a chapter, so let's see if we can actually do that tonight. So here we go, Scenario 1. As you may remember, this is the same thing as Shining Force 3, and I suspect they may have been loosely inspired by Shining Force 3, although there were a couple of games that used the scenario system before Shining Force 3. There's one, it escapes me, on the PlayStation, I think, that beat it to it. And of course you also had Phantasy Star 3 had something similar with who you married and things like that would change the plot of the game. So here we go, Scenario 1. It does actually tell you the names of the main characters in English. Hello 8-bit SNK boy, welcome to the stream tonight. I've only just started streaming, so we don't have many people on tonight. We got lots of likes. I noticed we've got lots of people who've liked the stream but isn't here yet, so I appreciate everyone who's already liked the stream. The music for this is absolutely fantastic as well. I'm just going to take the manual out. Oh, and I should read on the back of the box. It actually has a bit of English, and it reads, "When the world was young and the time had just begun to flow, Almighty Dios, the creator of the earth and humankind, confronted prime demon Riven, the seducer of human souls. The great collision ripped apart the sky and shattered the land. Then Riven and his demons were imprisoned deeply underground, and the time has passed. The great collision became legend and forgotten. Mankind started polluting nature and inflicting suffering on other creatures to satisfy their abysmal desires. With new energy magic crystals at their hand, new guided by arcane wheels of fortune, 12 youngsters are again together at Terra's Fortuna." And this character here is Bantos, or I think it's Banteros. Banteros, let me just confirm that. Put one of the guides up. Cast of characters. Banteros. And the main character of the first scenario is Gomez, so do remember those names. So there are 7 volumes in total, 8-bit SNK boy. I think they said bi-monthly, I've heard. Whether they stuck to that schedule, I don't know. They wrapped it up pretty quickly. I don't know how well it's sold. Some people suggest it didn't do particularly well in Japan, but I don't know for certain. Just take the volume down a little bit there while I'm speaking. So we will see. I'll just let the game unfathom. So Banteros is basically like the guide character who helps all the heroes. And here we go with all 12 of them at this stage. And we're going to meet up, and I think the heroes slightly change by the time the 7th one is. There's 12 of them at the end, but they each have different fates with everything that goes on. So basically it says humankind is causing problems and Riven is set to return as a result, the main villain. I think we have to, basically the main plot is to resuscitate Dios by the end, the good god who created everything, to put it all back. So here we have Gomez. And there's the art of Yoshitaka Amano. Yoshitaka Amano there. Although the 2D art is clearly done by Capcom. I absolutely adore the 2D art in this. I'm not so keen on Yoshitake's and Amano's art as I was saying, but I think each of the characters has their own issues. So obviously their Gomez is really not so good at keeping his weapons in good condition based on that background art. But it is an absolutely beautiful looking game. And it's one that does need more coverage. There is a few nice little extras. I have not been able to ever secure the DLC, the download content for this. I don't know if anyone properly archived it. Basically, the download content was access to a special shop, or more particularly, it would allow to certain items to be sold in the shop. But you can see the 2D artwork is absolutely lovely. Now, we've previously done the start of this before, but it's going to be fairly quick. I will get ahead of the start where I was. So I think he's basically picking a fight with three fairly rough guys. I think it said they basically were insulted. I think I've read in the rough guide that they insult someone in the bar, and Gomez here decides to deal with the issue. And you notice Banteros. Banteros is kind of like the navigator character, so he'll be in the background a lot. But I don't believe Banteros is playable, so here we go. Gomez is about to pick a fight with some street thugs. You see that they look a bit worrying about the size of Gomez and his hammers.
The battle begins. Charge.
So there we go with Yoshitaka Amano's art. I'm not necessarily a big fan of it, as I mentioned. I'm just going to... I did turn the volume down quite heavily the other night. It should still be turned down. So just to confirm, as I understand it, according to this translation, let me just see. So fight, magic, defense, run, skill, equipped, auto. One of them probably the best. One of them is probably missing. Probably run is missing, I'm guessing. Run, skill, possibly auto is not there, or equipped at present. Fight, and we'll use our weapon. So see there, Gomez flexes his muscles and these guys go up there trying again. Up high, is it Breadmaster? Hi Matthew. No, we haven't done wing arms yet, and I'll probably do it at some point, so this might be equipped. Probably run is missing, I'm guessing. Yeah, he ain't got any magic spells, so that's fire, water, light, that's probably dark, and general or healing. No, and if you can check all our streams and all the videos in the search functions as well, so please do check if you have any questions. But yeah, no, there's no wing arm stream or video yet on the channel. I'm not going to be doing too much Saturn streaming in a while because I've decided I'm going to keep all the Saturn stuff mainly for videos, as I've got a video project planned on the Saturn.
Battle begins. Charge.
These guys keep wanting to try, don't they? So, probably the one negative with this is the fact the battle artworks are basically using very static, but as I said, as these were designed to be put together in only a few weeks, these games, they had to make sure the battles were relatively easy, but the top-down art is just amazing. But I really wish the battles had been in this art style. They'd just kept the whole game in this art style. Okay, so one thing you do need to understand with this game is that there is a magic system, and it works with the following. Heat beats leaf, so that's basically red beats green, leaf beats ice, so green beats blue, and ice beats heat, so that's blue beats red. And you want to remember that system for various weapons, because you will notice that. That's fire, ice, light. I think that must be. So yeah, he hasn't got any spells. So he's actually got a leaf hammer at present, so. Assume leaf armor, yeah, so green armor. The music is absolutely fantastic, so I'm just actually gonna nip downstairs for a second, guys. I'm just gonna mute myself and put up the music a bit more so you can listen to it and just look at the art. It even tells you your health and stuff, so I actually need to heal up for a second. That's options. Hello, Demetrius, Leonard Fairlight. Welcome to the stream. Is there a way I can stream this on the Xbox Series X? Sadly, no. Capcom have never released this game in English, and it's never been released on any other format. I mean, these days you can actually translate it yourself on the fly these days. So when people say about translating stuff, you can do it via Google Translate. In fact, I've seen a couple of, one of the guys, Nico actually did a video a few weeks back where he was translating on the fly, and it was quite interesting. It definitely needs more love, that's for sure, Eldorado's Gate. So you can run round, so just to confirm, B's run, LR do nothing, start brings up the menu. Yeah, I need to sit through Samurai Shodown RPG, but oddly enough, one of the guys I saw, I think it was Nico, one of them was actually doing an on-the-fly translation for it. So it's quite interesting being able to do that. I know Nico did it. I can't remember if Nico was playing Samurai Shodown RPG, but he was showing. I think you can push it again. So we've got an item there. Just be back in a sec, guys. Okay, just grabbing my tea there, so I'll just turn the volume down a bit now. Technically, well, you can't then play it on original hardware as such, but you can be playing it on original hardware while you're translating it on the fly, but it does require you have a PC on at the same time. Which probably isn't ideal for a lot of people if you just want to play it on the original hardware away from a PC to do it on the... So we'll be chatting to all these individuals because we do have a lot of Japanese people on the channel as well, so there will be people who may want to... Yeah, we do want to check items. There's lots of hidden items. See, they've got some items there. Music's really relaxing as well. I really wish someone would actually upload the soundtrack to YouTube. Or I should say someone would commercially release the soundtrack officially, but yeah, a lot of sites have, a lot of people have uploaded them. I wish someone would basically make the soundtrack available. I don't know if Capcom seem to have sadly largely forgotten. If you're watching Capcom release a soundtrack of the OST, although you can listen to them in game, and please do re-release this. This needs a re-release. I'm just going to check there's no extras tucked away. But yeah, the Fire Emblem people will note the graphic style is very, very similar. You've got some nice little... Spoken to most of these people now, yeah. And there's the inn. So the 2D artwork is beautiful. I mean, I can literally do on the fly translations if I take pictures, so in fact, I'm just going to do one just to show what it's like. Well, Nico was actually streaming it and translating on the fly, but Actually, I won't bother translating what she's saying. Oh, why not? Let's see a quick well. If I just copy and paste that. I'm just going to see what she was saying. I'll just chat to Resta. So that's save. That's, I think this is Resta Night. Yep. 5 Zenny. So Capcom, of course, infamously always use Zenny in all their games. I did actually get an on-the-fly translation app, but it wasn't very good. But there are programs now to actually translate stuff. Here's the part. I hope I have enough thing on VMU slots. I'm probably going to play further into this than I've ever played before, so we'll see. But see, there's some beautiful 2D artwork, so... Tell me about the combat system. You mentioned fire. What do you want to know? 5 something. Fire, ice. Obviously that's green. Light. Yeah, so I was telling you the 5 different magic types. Yeah, you are going to have to appreciate the likes, everyone. We're getting lots of people already. So I can buy some. That's a healing item. That's going to be sell, isn't it? I've got nothing to... I don't want to sell my... Or is that magic? Just to check, I haven't picked up anything. Picked up a couple of items, so... Yep, I have got their fire, so I did that. So that's buy, that's sell, this is... Must be advice or something. Yeah, I had an app myself and it did actually work. I'm just going to try... So what was that girl saying earlier? I'm just going to try quickly doing a bit on-the-fly translation, because you can do it these days. But yeah, it's not ideal. It's not, how do you say, it's not very practical, and you can't just do it on the fly on the console. You do need a PC. Japanese to English. Let's see, does this work? Does this site translation work? Ah, yeah, so the text for that in-girl said, in-girl, you're also at the Magamine. Are you a magic stone digger? Ah, you were also at the Magamine. Are you a magic stone digger? So basically referring to the fact they were looking for crystals, the magic stone. So yes, can do. In fact, I'm just going to quickly do a ad hoc one here as well, just to see what her text is for the shop. Will be a little bit slow. Actually, no, I'll be fine. Let's get moving so we know what. Is that all I think she only sells heart pieces. This one. Yep. Okay, so she only sells the one item. No, I won't buy any more. So you can do translation via still images and the things these days. So it's not, Japanese games aren't quite as menacing. Admittedly, you do need to be able to, in order to do that, you do need to be able to capture images. So you need a phone that has support. Here's the Blacksmith. I think he merges items together. So yeah, I think this is going to cost me 50 zenny, 60 zenny. So he's got fire, so I can see there, he's got fire hammer, that's a water hammer, he's got a green hammer, which one I've already got. So they don't increase the attack of my current character, but they do increase, they change the element, except for the green one, which is the hammer I've got. So that raises HP by 3, but reduces defense, I think. That ring increases HP by 5, that increases... It's probably attack, defense. Some of these menus I do need to translate myself, so. Okay, so this is sell, this is buy, and this is obviously chat to the innkeeper, which is quite a nice one. But yeah, if you want to do on-the-fly translation with Google yourself, it's not going to be a quick process. But you can, it is something you can now do, so I don't need to go, I've been in that shop. Let's see, there are lots of text that tells you about things, so the 1 to 2. Oh, there was an item hidden in there. It is worth absolutely exploring, spending your time to explore. Check on. Oh, yep, I could check. So yeah, it is. Oh, we got 50. Was that 50 zenny? That was 50 zenny, okie dokie. So yeah, do check everywhere, that's one of the things. The music is absolutely fantastic as well. Right, off to the battle lines, let's head out somewhere. So it's not going to be I'm going to get further than I've ever shown. I think I'm going to get further than most people showing on YouTube, but just listen to this piece of music, it's wonderful. Okay, that is actually the main Eldorado Gate theme. You'll hear that da 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 da. That is the main theme of Eldorado. You heard it in the intro earlier, and that's used throughout the entire game and all the chapters. Okay, so here we go with the forest, and I'm going to actually explore the whole forest and then do... Now I did read there was a secret bit in the forest that said about... Yes, in the first chapter you want to look for August. I think it's basically the thing called organ stones that are basically about the only sub-quest for the first game. There are a good couple of guides on GameFAQs, so I do recommend reading them. They're very helpful. I'm just actually going to gander at one at the minute. So yeah, if you do head over to... Okay, press. Supposedly, yes. There are secret areas on the map. Okay, so number one secret, there are secret areas hidden on the map. Okay, that's thanks to the guide at GameFAQs for that. That was the guide by... What's the guide? Walkthrough by ADK. So yes, thank you ADK or whatever your acronym. But if you go to www.gamefaqs.com or GameFAQs, there are a number of guides to some of the volumes. I don't think there's one for everyone, but they do help greatly. We see there, we've now got a bonus item. What is that item? Equipped. I'm guessing this one might be... Just bear with me a second. I'm just going to screenshot this just so I know what this menu is. But there are, as you see there, secrets ahoy in this one. So what does this menu say if I translate it? It's a little bit long-winded doing the fan... So we've got stats. Okay, so magic crystal equipment. There's some nice little secrets there, so do keep that in... Nice little sub intro. Going to re-enter though, just to see if the little chaps are still there or are they all gone. Nope, they're gone. It's handy to know, so we want to get some of those. I think. Here we go, 2B. First dungeon. Well, it's not really the first dungeon, this is the first location.
Oh. Enemies have appeared.
So yeah, we're looking for the shining lights that are bonus items.
Enemies have appeared.
Anything in the bottom corner? Check.
Enemies have appeared.
So spell orders, recovery, heat, ice, leaf, and light. And do keep your eyes out for secrets.
Have appeared.
But yeah, GameFAQs is always a really good resource for information on games. Certainly from this era when we still didn't quite have the YouTube.
have appeared.
Obviously, I don't have any skills yet. Do let me know if the volume's okay and everything for this one. Hopefully should be good. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. But if it's too loud, let me know. Or if it's too quiet, let me know.
Enemies have appeared.
I do like exploring these areas, so I'm going to be a bit careful. I don't want to rush ahead. I know I've got to find the girl in the forest with the bandits, so I wonder if that's this going ahead. Oh, it's a treasure chest, and we've got a nice little transparent mist effect. Again, the 2D art in this is absolutely phenomenal. Some people may argue it could have been done on the Saturn and PlayStation. Yeah, it's not Phantasy Star 2 craziness. We did a stream on Phantasy Star 2 a while back, and that was maddening. Because I've never really spent that much time in Phantasy Star 2, so... Super Ninja Boys also has a really high encounter rate, which I streamed the other week, so...
Enemies have appeared. Enemies have appeared. Enemies have appeared.
Yeah, the battle art is Yoshitaka Amano's art, which is... He has a very distinctive type style. I don't like it that much, so to me, I agree with you, 8BS and Cable. I find the battle art a bit of a letdown, but that is his art style. Some people will probably be drooling over the fact he did the art for it, but I think it's not as good as the 2D stuff. But I love the 2D the art, so I don't mind.
Enemies have appeared.
wanted to see a flash there. Gotta keep an eye out for those flashes.
Enemies have appeared.
HP's restored, so I'm guessing.
Enemies have appeared.
I think this was the other top route way, and I think the other way is to where we want to go, so I think. Yeah, I do like the characters just look wonderful. Obviously they're
Enemies have appeared.
trying to clear something in the way on that area. Yeah, as I said, if you're not a fan of Yoshitake's art, you may not like. Yeah, so this is what I was earlier. I think that's someone, yep, calling for help. Oh, that's mountain bandits, so they're mountains. I think that's mountain.
The battle begins. Charge.
Use some magic, so that's a flame spell. The mounted bandits say something as they bite the bullet. So this is Marana, I believe. Say her name was Marsha. Just going to heal up because there was a heal point just down here. Just going to check round this bit here because I guess I missed any pickups before I head to the. Appreciate all the likes on the streams. Glad to see lots of people liking this. Although I know lots of people come dropping by to hit a like, and that's about it. So please stay if you're able to. Although I realise not everyone is able to. I was hoping there might be something around too. Nope, there's not. yeah, as you mentioned earlier, 8-bit SNK boy, the encounter rate is just about right. It's not ridiculously heavy. It's not
Enemies have appeared.
so rare that you feel like you're never fighting anything. Oh, Marsh is actually in my party as well, I see.
Enemies have appeared.
Gotta be careful that they don't attack Marsha, so... Yeah, I'm guessing that is the one Demis Trist was talking around. She's only with us for a little bit. I think she acts as a sort of hostess in the later ones, so I think actually parts of the road are blocked off at the minute, so these guys are pretty brave doing that, seeing as we got bandits everywhere. Gomez up the touch. Oh, there it is. Doesn't she have the names in the Marsha? Okay, so it doesn't tell us, it just tells us HP. I've got to watch. I'm gonna have to watch her because she could be. If she takes another hit, I'm gonna have to heal her. Nothing's shining away at the minute.
Enemies have appeared.
She's purely a protective character I've got to protect as well. There's... Shit, there's nowhere else, no hidden locations are cropped up on the map. We've got that one there. This one's stats, isn't it? Okay, so Gomez is the 3 letters in Japanese and she's 4. Oh, that's interesting. You don't get much gold, so you don't get gold from the enemies. So obviously you mainly get gold from spying and selling items. Is that 10 gold? No, I think I'll take the sleep in the cheaper one. I'll go back to the previous town. That's a true mark of an RPG veteran. You save at the cheapest inn if you can travel there instantaneously. So I've got a red hammer now. I'm not going to merge that just yet. Yeah, so I can't equip her with anything. That's equipped. That's probably de-equipped. Probably review items. Yep, so we can travel there, so yeah, I'd expect travel back to the first inn, so we can rest up here. So just quickly go and save it as well, shouldn't I? I'll just go to the other inn. So as I mentioned, save. If you've played a lot of Japanese games, you'll recognise that instantly as save. And remember, yes is 2 letters in Japanese and no is 3 letters. Or is it hai and ni? Golden rule number 1 of RPGs, always have more than one save file. This is actually quite a big town, so... Just that classic Capcom art style as well, so... We've got multiple buildings as well. A big one which we can't go into. Forge one, wasn't it? Again, just as the music again is brilliant in this game, so obviously I think this is her grandfather, maybe sister. I assume this is where we drop off Marsha so we don't need to protect her anymore. Oh, we can get a discount in as well. Oh, and these three chaps again. I think we know what's going to happen.
The battle begins. Charge. Battle begins. Charge.
These guys don't give up, do they? And, oh, we have the police arrive. think he's calling our name. Yeah, he was. I think she's just posted bail for us. Okay, just doing a browse around town. I don't know if you're still with me, 8-bit SNK, but I'm just going to buy some stuff and then actually head out to the next location. So that's... Okay, so that's a better green hammer. We've got better armour. I'll stick with the current elements I've got. Okay, so I need to sell some stuff, don't I? Okay, good to know. Yeah, you don't need to say a lot. I just wanted to know someone was here still. Glad to see you're still with me. It is a very nice. It is actually a very. This is a really enjoyable game. And it's not too hard to play without a great understanding of Japanese either. So I actually think I should probably increase plus. Yeah, I should probably armor's probably more important than defense. Right, attack at this present point. No, this is only the first chapter of the first disc, so there's 3 chapters. You get 1, so this is the first chapter with Gomez. Chapter 2, I think, is with Kanan, who's the bow girl. Kanan, I think, actually pronounced. And Radia is the girl from chapter 3. So Kanan and Radia. So you get 3 chapters on the disc, so... Now, because there's various elements, I want to keep 1 of each elemental item. There's magic. $25 gold. The game is quite stingy on the gold front, isn't it? You have actually got to explore everywhere looking for every sort of hidden item and pick up. Although, as you mentioned, I don't think it's a big game. I think I saw a Japanese person play through the first thing. I don't think this first chapter's that big at all. Basically, the boss at the end of the chapter is a dragon, and that's it. Budget price. Yeah, you were correct. It was a budget price series, so it wasn't. Because we had people comment before say, "Oh, this game doesn't look that good," and I'm like, "Well, it is a budget series." To a couple of people, So I think people realise, because this was a budget bi-monthly RPG, which basically you bought. I mean, it really is it was a pioneer at the time, because it's the example of sort of one of the very first episodic games. So that's really quite interesting. This was one of the first episodic games made available, but not too many people credit it. But really, games like Life is Strange and all those episodic games you had, like Sonic the Hedgehog 4, all of them basically follow on this mould. But this one, they kept the games coming pretty quickly and swiftly.
Appeared.
Nice, we're working a mine and we've got evil magic swords attacking us. Yeah, I don't know how expensive these were. I think these were fairly cheap, but the Japanese... I know the Japanese market is known for being quite expensive. Lots of items.
Enemies have appeared.
Okay, I gotta be a bit careful. These guys are doing me a lot of damage. Ah, it's because they're fire enemies, isn't it? So I actually need ice armor against those guys. Another bonus item there. Yeah, you really got to search every...
Enemies have appeared.
sort of every area in the game. Yeah. Too fire.
Enemies have appeared.
I'd actually be better off buying the ice armor because obviously they're strong. They'll be strong to green armor.
Enemies have appeared.
Yeah, so I've taken a bit of a beating already, so... Oh, that's even worse. -2. Why would I even want that? Oh well, that's something to sell, I guess. That's probably why there's a health box here, because it knows I need to level up a bit to get... So I'm going to need ice armor and probably an ice hammer, so... This is the thing, as I mentioned at the start, the system has, so heat was strong to green, so red strong to, so basically heat strong to leaf, which is green, so red to green. Green was strong, or leaf strong to ice, so green is strong to blue, and ice is strong to heat, so blue is strong to red, so you need to remember that.
Enemies have appeared.
So I need an ice hammer. Oh, yowzers. Yeah, I mean the music is really... Oh wow, okay, this double lot of... Yeah, that was not very useful in the slightest, that...
Enemies have appeared.
Oh, you are kidding me. He's not letting me go back to town. What's he saying? I want to quickly find out what he's saying. That is annoying. Just gonna see what he's saying. See what this guy's saying. So upload. Just doing it on the. Okay, all the translators seem to be down at the minute. I'm guessing they're all using a bit. I'll do the Google Vision. Mostly Google Vision API usually is pretty good at grabbing the text, so you do that and then you Google Translate it. In the meantime, I guess I better do some fighting while I'm trying to translate. Yeah, that's irritating because I need ice weapons.
Enemies have appeared.
Okay, I've got his text. Let's Google Translate say. Okay, basically he wants us to find something called a seed in the mine. Okay, that was that. That was. That wasn't too bad. That was like it was the first day, obviously. So we can choose how much we wanted to give her, so okay, so... Not sure if I did that track. I think that's pretty good. Google Vision API is actually pretty good at grabbing the text, so... Yeah, I basically got it... I'm basically at the minute having to collect gold to recover. I think I'm going to be continually going back into the mine now for the remainder of this. We can rest up her grandfather. Okay, so basically we're asking for work from the foreman in order to repay our debt to... Was it Madna? No, it's like Marcia, because basically she bailed us out, so we want to get her money. We want to get the money back. So I have 95 Zenon. Do I have enough to... I need the cash, so I'm going to sell these. We got these from the various monsters we encountered in the previous areas, so... Buy the red armor, that will make me stronger to the swords. I think I want the ice up. It's armor, so yes, that's the rubbish one. I don't need that. I'll keep the other one because I may need to change stuff on the fly. I must admit, this is a very, very nice RPG. I mean, it's pretty straightforward to play, so... Just seems anything round. From what I understand, the first disc is basically probably the most basic, and the later discs get a bit more, introduce new mechanics and everything. I think they were kind of getting the feel for it. I think the general consensus was they wrapped up early on the last one, so some people may feel that... the game wraps up a bit, but Capcom did say they aimed for us. I think they basically rushed forward the conclusion. So I think Capcom knew how they were always going to end it. It's just I'm wondering whether I should do a non-commentated version. This is actually quite fairly straightforward to play through, so let's actually do a non-commentated run now that I know where I'm going and what I'm headed. So we're asking the foreman for more work. So we need to get 5 things this time, so... So hopefully the swords were flame, so they were strong to green. So as I got red armour on, I shouldn't be taking as much damage from them. Obviously I now need to go deeper into the mine this time.
Enemies have appeared.
Okay, yeah, they're only doing 3 damage this time round, the swords. So yeah, making sure you have the right armour on really does help. I'm really, really enjoying the music. I don't know if hopefully you can hear the music quite clearly, 8-bit. It really is good, the music. Turn it down a bit. So yes, it really is good.
The battle begins. Charge.
Oh great, I just got a better hammer as well. Okay, that's a red hammer, so that's... Ah yes, that'll help me greatly. I'm trying to work out how I change the...
Enemies have appeared.
Yeah, don't blame you. Chilling out. This game's actually quite nice to chill to as well. I'm quite relaxed myself.
Enemies have appeared.
So I've now got red armor and a red weapon. So although red is not strong to this sword, it's not weak. So basically, what you need to do when you come to this mine is change from the green armor you start with to the red armor. In theory, ice would be even better, but...
Enemies have appeared.
So she's planning... Ooh. Should have nearly got everything, so I shouldn't need to... need to get too many more. Yeah, I missed that one.
Enemies have appeared.
Oh, that was the end of the day. Okay, I got 500, so I can't give her 600. Yeah, all the characters seem to have names up in the top left corner as well in the chat, so... Yeah, it's actually pretty easy to play, actually, getting into it. I think we're going to be going back to work in the mountain again. Yeah, there was very little mention of it. I found a few there's actually quite a few Japanese sites I found to it, but you need to be searching Japanese names to find them, which most people won't do. There's a few videos, but none of them that good a quality. Whereas I'm actually going through it for once. It's actually, yeah, it's not too hard to actually play Japanese-wise. This is an RPG, but it's not super text-heavy. A quick overview, reading some of the guides that are available, and it's fairly straightforward. I think it's still fairly cheapish to pick up in a bundle, but these days, one of the problems with eBay these days is I would recommend trying to get someone who can import it or look at Yahoo auctions, because a lot of the games now, you will find Japanese sellers try and sell them on eBay for stupid money. Same with Spain, because a lot of them have figured out people will pay more in the native eBays for stuff, because they're just, and often they'll charge extortionate rates, so they're basically just scalping you. But if you can get it, I saw it still, you can still get all of them for under 100 quid, so that's all 7 volumes. You only have 100 zenny at the minute, so... Was this the back end of the other entrance? Yes, it's the other end of the mountains. Ah, so you can enter either entrances of the mountains. That's quite interesting.
Enemies have appeared.
A lot of the enemies do actually attack quicker than you, so... Really enjoying the music. Actually, the battle art's not too bad. It's kind of growing on me a bit, the style. But yeah, it's these battle sequences were clearly not designed to be heavily animated. They've gone for a sort of very low-level Dragon's Quest thing, obviously due to the development time they were building the games in. The thing is, they could have easily just added a little bit of attack. I suppose because it's so basic, they're not adding any attacking animation at all. But I do love, when you look at Gomez, his animation's just superb. I'm just getting a little bit of experience here. Or some loot, more specifically. Yeah, there's very little Western coverage of it. Despite the fact it's actually quite it was a major Capcom franchise. I mean, I've had it for years, but this is actually the furthest I played through it. I mean, I really enjoyed what briefly little I played of it, but it's been one of those games that I've always briefly played a bit and always been sidetracked to do other things. Okay, so if you say no, so he wants 4. He wants even more than the last time, I assume. But I just love the animation. Oh, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of character as well when you like look at things like the hole. He's obviously saying, "Wow, it's deep down there," and just telling us we've got to go. Obviously, got to go deeper into the mine each time as well. Which is another quite thing, is we're mining it. That's actually a very subtle thing of doing it. I mean, I am actually really enjoying this, I will admit.
Enemies have appeared.
Visually, this does actually remind me a little bit of Element Gimmick Gear, which we've covered before, which is actually a really good sort of Metroidvania game on Dreamcast. Well, it's not quite Metroidvania, but it's close enough. It reminds me a lot of Zelda. That's actually another one that's not so well known, but I really enjoyed my time playing through that. And I unlocked all the bonus items as well, so... Get down here, okay, that's good. I will be looking at the Dreamcast next week as well on stream. We will be looking at Intrepid Izzy, which is just about to release on Dreamcast next week as well.
Enemies have appeared.
Yeah, eBay is, as you say, there a lot of people are using it. I'm starting to complain to some of the sellers I use because they're putting eBay, like you say, are using eBay prices as a guide, but eBay is a premium. eBay is the highest possible thing you can, basically one of the highest prices you can get. Yeah, so this weapon is flame this time, so I'm doing an awful lot more damage to him.
Enemies have appeared.
A lot of people also seem to think they can get money for nothing on eBay as well, so... The amount of broken Warhammer figures I've seen, and even like broken scratch disc copy games, 50 quid I think, stupid. And there's also there really are a lot of scalpers these days.
Enemies have appeared.
We have got a few good games. We have actually found the one good thing, we have got a few bargains on eBay. So we have got games at their relative value. Like you say, if you wait patiently, you will get them. But it's annoying when people start setting eBay as their price guideline, and that's not really true.
Enemies have appeared.
Right, so here we are in the depths of the mine. Do I need to use a... So how many health items? I've got 7 health items. I think I'm good for now.
Enemies have appeared.
Yeah, I was lucky enough. I got a US copy of Gimmick Gear a long time ago, so I know the prices in recent years have skyrocketed for that.
Begins. Charge.
Okay, that was the perfect time to end that day, I felt. Okay, I'll go off mic for a bit and just let the music play out as I sort of play through it. At the minute, I understand from what Reed's going on at this point. Basically, she doesn't want us to keep getting money for her, and she's agreed to marry some figure known as Garuda, who I think is the main villain of the town. Yeah, there are proper... Ah, yes, we can go into the manor now. Cue ominous music. Yeah, the town music really is very good. Yeah, the music really does grow on you. Some really, really good music. It's really, I'm really enjoying the soundtrack. Actually, I think I remember now there was someone who'd uploaded it on YouTube, so I might have a listen to that when I'm working tomorrow. We do have, I finally got together an Athlete Kings playthrough of Mankiki Kazami that will be going up live tomorrow, just so you're aware. 8-bit SNK boy, if you want to see that in all its 4K glory, looking lovely on YouTube. Well, upscaled to 4K, but that's how you get it, so looking so nice. Although this will probably look pretty good because it's VGA and it's not a heavy moving game, but games that have lots of movement just look terrible on YouTube. Certainly at 1080p you really have to do 2K or 4K, well, is it 1440p? Must admit, the more I play this, the more I think I'd like to do a full sort of playthrough of it all. I'm going to drop off the... She won't let us put any more money in the bank. Okay. I had a lot of crappy weapons I picked up. I'll sell them, see if I can actually merge some stuff. It's got 2 of the rubbish weapons. Also, I actually have a higher leaf armor, but that does -3. Is that magic or agility? Got a couple of rubbish rings that do nothing. So I'll sell the yeah, those two are the rubbish too. I'll sell them. Oh, those rings that are rubbish must be basically they don't give you any stats. Must be some sort of treasure ring, so like a diamond ring or something, or a gold ring. So it's okay. That means I can sell them for loot. Just bottom one again. Yes, there must be like a treasure ring. I think that may even be gold or kings. $5,000 Zenny, that's a great ring, but that's really, really expensive. Okay, that armour is even better than my current one, so I'm actually going to buy that. I'd really like to buy that, but I can't afford it unless I do a lot of farming, which you don't want to see me do in the stream. So I don't need the old armour now. Now the foundry, if this is what I think it is, I can merge weapons together. So that's the shopkeeper giving us some advice. So I assume that will tell me I get... So I assume that's telling me I get attack 3, yes, so that's not actually any better. Okay, it costs me 27. Yes, no. So if I have two, I shouldn't have actually sold. Just going to save it. If I have two weapons of the same type, no, I don't need to go to the inn. I was hoping to get this done in the stream, but obviously not. so it does make them stronger. Okay, right. So that's the hammer I actually have. I'm actually just going to de-equip my current hammer. Let's go merge this one with this one. I've seen it won't make it any stronger. So you can't merge hammer of the same type. But if I take that hammer and merge it with that hammer, and for 150 it will make it 6 strong. Magic, so if I go here, stats, just check, this should be weaker than, yep, so I've made myself an even strong. So that's why you want to forge weapons, you basically merge them together to make them stronger. So what I've learned, you need to merge weapons of the same, basically you need to merge weapons, well not the same colour, they need to be of two different, basically hammers with two different names. If you merge the same weapon, you'll get the same outcome. If you merge, so basically you can't have two of the same hammer and merge, it has to be two different hammers, but if you do that, you will make stronger weapons. So that's how the blacksmith works. So in fact now I can sell my other hammer because this is actually worse than my current one now. So I didn't actually need to buy another one, but oh well. Yeah, no, I thought I'd set up a stream so that we've got something coming in. I will set up some more stuff. I'll jump off mic now and just let you guys listen to the music. So, but if you want to chat anything, just make a comment and I'll reply. Yeah, we had a couple of people at the start. Obviously, Breadmaster came on and just literally asked about the wing arm stream and then disappeared. The other guys, we had that other guy on briefly, and yeah, everyone else seems to have just dropped by to hit a like button. We had 3 likes previously on stream before it actually started, so it might be a case of people can't actually get to view the stream but just liking it when we put it up there. I mean, it does help us, so whenever anyone hits that like button, it's very helpful, even if they don't get to watch this, even if they can't watch the stream. It's actually showing us 8 likes for me because sometimes there's a bug on YouTube where it will incorrectly show the likes. If you like it yourself, it'll give you 2 likes, but it'll actually only count as 1 because it's a bug.
Have appeared.
Yeah, it seems a bit odd people asking whether we've done a certain video when they can check the actual channel. I mean, I know he did ask if we were going to do one. I initially thought I might do one, and then I decided I wasn't after. One, because I couldn't dig it, I couldn't find it, and then I thought, actually, no, I'll look at one of the other games we did last week instead. But I will look at Wing Arms. I'll probably do a playthrough at some point.
The battle begins. Charge.
Ah, nice. 10 damage on this guy. But I will definitely look at Wing Arms because it is actually quite a good game. Oh, I see some of those twinkles are actually the golems, that's why. Yeah, forging that weapon has really given me a lot of strength. Actually, really, forging those weapons has really improved my attack damage. Okay, he's actually saying a volcano. Fire Mountain, so that's Fire Mountain to the left, volcano.
Enemies have appeared. Enemies have appeared.
obviously found something rather rare in that one. Yeah, I was debating whether to do one of the horror games that I spoke to Nico before. I'm surprised Nico wasn't actually on the stream. Ah, here we go. Bantos is back. I'm guessing each disc is about 8 hours, which is a reasonable length. I suppose it was a budget game. I just suppose how budget it was in Japan. Actually, that's a good point. Or maybe I should save them. I'm probably going to keep the Dreamcast out for a while, so perhaps I should save the horror games for Halloween. Although, admittedly, the one I... Oh. It's the villain again, Garuda. Just kidnap Marsha, right? I'm guessing we're going to go rescue her. Okay, I need to rest up at the inn. Yeah, because we're about to, well, yeah, October's not too far away, so maybe it's probably not a bad idea saving the horror games till then. So I don't like it. Maybe that one's quite good armor, but I don't like anything with minuses on it. Oh, that one's worth 100. Oh, we're getting quite a few of these sellable rings. It's a rubbish hammer again. I suppose I could use it to forge. But if I want to forge, I can just buy the... Actually, can I upgrade? I just realised, can I upgrade my hammer further by... I just sold one, didn't I? Yeah, I should look at doing more forging rather than just... Just need to rest up. Yes, whereas I can stream some of the less so unusual titles, because there are a couple of sort of interesting ones. Can't really do Deep Fear. We could do Deep Fear. My correction, I was going to say we can't really do D2, as D2 has some unpleasant undertones. It's a really good game, but I can't stream it monetized, and also there are a few nude things in there that YouTube might go a bit crazy over. We have done a bit of D2, but there are bits of it I had to edit out because some quite nasty stuff in it. But it is a very good game, but it's a bit of a... Yeah, Resident Evil, yeah, all the generic ones. Oh, and we're getting beaten up. Oh, this is going to be... That was nice of them. Yeah, Ghosts and Goblins is a bit generic. So it's the old part of the mine. Yeah, Castlevania is probably a... Everyone streams Castlevania, and we probably don't want to stream. We want to stream slightly more. There's a quite good spooky one on the PS2. I know you can basically want to stream some of the more less obscure ones. So yeah, the one I was thinking about was it's like the Seven Mansions, which is quite an interesting one. That's actually very good. Danger, something ahead. Okay, where do I go from here? Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually seen a full long play of D2 on YouTube, but I think it was the Japanese version as well, or the US, but it's a bit... It's one of those games that I wouldn't feel comfortable putting up without doing some edits, or at least providing commentary, but some of it's a bit... It's a bit near the knuckle. It's probably not something you really should be streaming on YouTube. There are a few horror games like that where they are too, because I have to bear in mind the age rated as well. So games that are really violent, I will age gate to avoid. Just the... It's the monkeys from earlier. Monkey creatures. Are these the guardians of the... I think they're called Organsteins. Yeah, Enemy Zero is probably one of the best, most underrated sort of, really is a very good title. Ill Bleed's quite underrated as well on Dreamcast, but it's not without its flaws. Oh, is this where we get acknowledged? This is where we learn our dragon's destiny, the Eldorado Gate, because there's sort of the monarchy of the dragons. Yeah, I think that's the Eldorado. Yeah, it was a very Warp were a very good company. Kenji Ueno did some really interesting ideas. He was the one best responsible for the Smart Pass, the pay stuff on the debit cards after credit and debit cards. The the tapping stuff. That's basically made that tech. So I mean, he was very successful, but he sadly died long before his time. Sadly. Or a young age, I should say. Okay, so we've become blessed by... So they kidnapped Garuda, and we... Marsha's been kidnapped by Garuda, and we need to rescue her. Gomez. Assume there's something like Elder, yeah, something Elder. Yeah, he's obviously like he's the same as the other animals, but they're obviously he's like the Elder version. There must be Elder. Okay. And Bantos is back again. Yeah, I wonder if there would have ever been a D3 or an Enemy 02. I have actually seen footage of the Infamous with the PlayStation logo morphs into the Sega Saturn in front of all the Sony executives. There was actually somebody who had pictures of it. I mean, it was really grainy footage, but we quickly go back at this. They all rushed off. It was a bit deeper down, but I think we'll check that. I just briefly did. I wanted to double check, but probably not on stream now. Okay, I think what's happened now is that the path that was previously closed has now been opened. So I'm just going to confirm that that's now opened up. However, I'm literally just going to quickly see that the path has opened up, so in case anyone's watching, they can see where to go, and then I'm actually going to wrap it up as it's 20, as it's coming up to 3 hours on the stream. But yeah, this has been very, very enjoyable. So supposedly this. Okay, the bandits are back.
The battle begins. Charge. Battle begins. Charge. Enemies have appeared. Enemies have appeared. Enemies have appeared. Enemies have appeared. have appeared. Enemies have appeared.
I know since we got that upgrade, we've been my health has been increased drastically. So since we became sort of a member of, I think, the Eldorado's team. Okay, I've got quite a lot of items to sell as well when we get back there. Yeah, I do like the visual effects here.
Enemies have appeared. Enemies have appeared. Enemies have appeared.
Okay, right, I'm just going to finish in a minute. 8-bit SNK boy, I'm just going to head to where I need to get. Basically, I think I need to head back to the harbour at the other town and apparently peck the sort of girl in the clown costume. Somebody said that's Marsha's mother, the one in the clown costume.
Enemies have appeared.
But yeah, so I've really enjoyed this actually, and it's actually pretty easy to play. It's not that tough to play. Yeah, no, I'm finishing, but it's not that. This is definitely pretty.
Battle begins. Charge.
It's actually very nice looking. The battles have kind of grown on me. Admittedly, they're kind of basic, but I suppose that's because it was a budget game. But as a whole, as an RPG, it's a very good experience what I played. We've still got 2 chapters to go. I don't think the other 2 chapters are that big in comparison to this one, but and I've been taking a bit of a leisurely pace, so I don't tend to rush stuff. But I might, if people are interested, actually consider doing a playthrough of one of the, like maybe the whole first disc, put up in installments.
Enemies have appeared.
Oh, that was why the town was locked off, so we've been... If I go back here... No worries, 8-bit SNK boy, glad to have you with us here at Randomised Gaming. There's nothing else in here? No. I do really like this piece of music as well, this one. Very well made title actually. It's sort of a bite-sized RPG, so it's kind of a nice length, I will admit. It's quite a nice length to stream actually, as I think. And the art style as well, so we can't actually, they won't let us go into the inn, but shop 1. That was the kid that obviously someone who tells us about how to play. Yep, so I'm just going to go in here and rest. Yeah, bear in mind I've still got 2 chapters to go as well. So we haven't yet seen Raider or Karen, so I don't think Raider and Karen's gains are quite a big, but okay, the second chapter looks probably about as big as the first one. Probably about 10 hours worth of content. Oh, that's interesting. There's actually, you can go to Terra Fortune, answer yes. So select a scenario and then press down on the last scenario for a new choice. Okay. Actually quite a good, yeah, there's some good FAQs on it. So this one, I've been loosely reading one by, walkthrough by ADK as this guy's pseudonym, but again, GameFAQs has some great guides if you ever want tips and stuff. Yeah, sort of a bonus stuff with... There's a lot of features that get unlocked in the... Yeah, the download store isn't available in this game, but it's available in the later games. Although at the minute I've not been able to find anyone who actually has the DLC, sadly, so... I'm just going to sell the items and then save and finish. So I think, if I'm correct, we have to sail out to one of the locations. Okay, there's Peck's mother. So that's Peck, Marsh's mother, yep. So I suspect there's probably a lot of overlap in this one, i.e. Content. You'll revisit locations as the different characters like they did in Shining Force 3. Well, maybe I should try... Oh, that's a crappy hammer. I could use that to meld with my current weapon. Any other rubbish rings? I've got that one 3 times now, so I don't need... Yeah, I've not been able to, from what I understand, it's a one-time only use. I did see someone once in Japan selling VMU with all the DLC on. Apparently the VM, if you download the DLC, so basically the DLC unlocked exclusive weapons in the shop that you couldn't get any other way, so it'd be handy if someone could actually find them. So I'm back at full strength. I probably actually want to upgrade my gear. But that's where I'm going to leave it, 8-bit SNK boys. So this has been quite an extensive look at the start of Eldorado's, the first scenario in Eldorado's Gate. They said this is volume 1, but this is there are 3 chapters, and this is just the first chapter or the first scenario. There are 2 other ones or chapters where we follow 2 different characters. So that's it for me tonight. I'm going to be wrapping up. As always, if you enjoyed the stream, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to our content as well. It's actually been really good fun. It's actually quite playable, as you see here. It's not too hard. I mean, there's a couple of guides, but these days you can sort of Google Trans. If you've got a capture card like us, you can take a few snapshots, or even a phone, take a few snapshots and just literally Google Translate. It is very playable and very enjoyable. I've been really enjoying it, and it's been fairly straightforward to play. Not too much. At worst case scenario, it's going to be a little bit of navigation. But this is not a text-heavy RPG, unlike quite a few other games that I can think of that had very hard. And even if you get a bit stuck, all you got to do is explore and chat to people. So yes, it's been a very good stream actually. Not that many people on, but hopefully more people will come watch this one. This is definitely... let me know. I might actually consider doing a proper playthrough of the whole first disc at some point to see if people want to actually see what it's like. But yes, Eldorado's Gate. It is actually 7 GD-ROMs in total, so, and I do actually have all 7 of them, so it's a bit of an underrated RPG. I think if it was more well known, it would probably have a lot more players, because it is actually a very good game. But it's whether Capcom will ever reissue it or re-release it is another matter. Hopefully they might do one day. Take the spine card out. Ooh, I think there was a send-away. There is a boxed version as well. I think there was a send-away offer with this one, or something where you could get a box from Capcom, because I've seen a few with the box that you can put all 7 games in. Sadly, I don't have that, but never mind. So yeah, as I said, the main characters are Bantros, who we've seen a few times, although he doesn't have his hat when we met him as Gomez. The other one, a female archer girl known as Karen, and then there's a rapier girl. She's got what appears to be a rapier as a weapon, or a sword. She's known Radia. Radia is the 3rd chapter on this disc. Cannon, who the bow girl, is the 2nd chapter. So, but I haven't actually finished Gomez. I think some of the later discs allowed you to pick which chapters to do, but this one you have to do them in chronological order to begin with. So I think that's a reasonable length of 3 hours. We've got through quite a large chunk. I think I'm nearing the end of this chapter now. I think we have to go rescue Marsha, and that's it for the end of this chapter, and then we would move on to Cannon's chapter. But I'm going to wrap it up there. So thank you all for watching. Thank you to my commentators, 8-bit SNK boy. Who else did we have commentating briefly? We had Matthew Sanders and we had 8-bit SNK boy. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. That's it from me, Randomised Gaming Riven. I'll be back next week for some more Dreamcast streams. But definitely let me know if you want to see more coverage of Eldorado's Gate in the future. I may consider doing a full playthrough, seeing as I've recently got a new drive. But before I do that, I will actually I need to do some other videos first, but I might consider doing one if there's enough interest, doing actually one of the volumes. But thank you all for watching. I've been your host for this Randomised Gaming stream, Random Game Riven. As always, I wish you a good night, a good evening, good morning, or a good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. and I will be back on Monday. But stay tuned to the channel. We do have a Sega Saturn long play coming up on Friday, so that's all been sorted and done. I might try and get something out over the weekend again, although I might have that as the Friday video. We will have more streams and content as always over the course of the week. Anyway, that's it from me. As always, if you like our content, please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't just take my word for it, look at all our other content. Also, please do let your friends know about us if you like our content. Please do let people know that you like our stuff, and that maybe they should watch our content as well. But that's it from me, everyone. Have a good night all, and I'll see you all next week, and have a good weekend as well.